All right. First and foremost is to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who was worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace and salutations to your brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and flow with the gospel. So, Brother Gabari from the Indiana camp. Come back again when I have to sit down. And I don't have really a topic, so to speak, offhand, off dome, but I did want to just basically talk about the type of mindset that you want to be in this up and coming times that we're coming in. I was listening to Apostle Apostle Gabar's video earlier today, where he says getting comfortable with getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right, and it was a popular video. Pretty sure you brothers out there are probably already seen it. Then I was actually talking to the Apostle Aramla earlier this week, and he was expressing to me how he's trying to get more so on that mindset as well about basically being uncomfortable, and not always being comfortable. Whether it's trying to get a good night's sleep, or just something irritates you or irks you. You should always basically everything is not going to be comfortable when we go through this hell. The Lord's going to look out for us. The Lord's not going to put us in a predicament where we might not be able to get up out of, or he might to test us. But things are going to be very uncomfortable in these up and coming days, and seeing how we have a lot of comfort in these days now, like for example, you might be able to sleep in your bed, or take a nice warm shower, or go to the jacuzzi and work out, or get you a nice meal. In these up and coming days, those luxuries might not be available. You might have to get comfortable and sleeping on the floor. You might have to get adjusted to sleeping against a wall. You might not be able to get a chance to sleep down, but lay down. You might have to not say like not necessarily saying sleep standing up, but you might have to sleep, what's it called, against a wall, sitting down against a wall or something, or sleep on a very rigid gravel or something, or sleeping on a bench, or sleeping somewhere that's not in the bed, where you're comfortable in the bed, nice soft pillow or something like that. So, getting comfortable with uncomfortability is key, and it's like it's just I almost had a fucking I don't know what that guy just jumped right in front of me for no fucking reason. But anyways, yeah, getting comfortable with uncomfortability is the spirit that the apostles are rolling in right now, and if they're rolling into it, then we should have a keen eye and get into that. I talked to a few brothers earlier today. They talking about start taking cold showers, just getting your body ready for uncomfortable things that's not always going to be at your disposal. Even having water is a comfortability. You having a car is a comfortability. You able to even eat. A lot of people leave eating a meal. You can get a meal anywhere. You can go to a food pantry and get free food. Hey, listen, food pantries are not gonna be always there. Fucking what's it called, food stamps, benefits that these governments get is not always gonna be there. You might go a couple days without food. You might go a couple weeks. So you have to get get in tune with your body. Like if that happens, then you're not sitting there and beating the air and going insane because you haven't had a fucking burger in 2 days. Or the next food that you get might not be so desirable. You might get a pistachio, or you might get a half a granola bar. You gotta be grateful, and you gotta endure. If you look up the word endure, anything that you're normally enduring is not going to be an easy task. No one tells you, oh, you got to endure having sex with this woman. Jacob look like, oh, that's what I got to endure. That's cool, Or you got to endure eating at this all-you-can-eat buffet. You just got to endure it. Like, no, anything that you're enduring, 9 times out of 10 is going to be something that's going to be suffering, something that's going to be hard, a hardship of something. You're not going to endure something that you want to do. then that's a pleasure. That's not you really enduring it. That's a matter of fact. I think that's what you. Matter of fact, you're not enduring it. You're indulging. You're indulging in it because you're doing something pleasurable. You know. So a lot of things that we do in our day to day life, man. We got to make sure that we're not, it's not always going to be. It's not. We're not always going to have these things. You know. Like I said, like I mentioned, a car. Or food or anything. You're not going to always have a car for transportation. As you've been seeing, the apostles has been, really keen on their health. They've been really getting in their health for the last past couple years, man. You know, because when it's time to come, man, hey, yeah, we're gonna have Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but we also gonna have our bodies to rely on. The brother Jeremiah, from Chicago, I was working out with him a few years back, and he said the reason why he trained so intensely because his body was the only thing that he came into this world with. You know, his body. He didn't come in with nothing else. So he want to make sure he takes care of his body first before anything. And if you see that brother, our brother's in shape. You know, but those were words of wisdom that he passed. That he gave me. When I was working out with him years back. He said when he was born that he came into this world with only his body. You know, so he want to make sure he takes care of his body because if you take care of your body will take care of you. All right, it's like an investment. Apostle Ramalab always calls your body an investment. Yeah, you spend money, for you're gonna spend some money on some actual whole foods, but at the end, it's gonna be well off. And like the apostle, like me and the apostle had a conversation and said, like, listen, you're either gonna spend the money on the whole foods or the good, nutritious nutrition value that you get from your foods, or you're gonna spend it in medication. You know, I don't know about you, but I rather spend an extra dollar or two on my food than an extra couple dollars in medication. That Esau created up in the lab. You know, so not having things go your way all the time isn't a bad thing. Not having things go your way. Matter of fact, you should get comfortable like that. You should get more self-aware like that. Self-aware. You should get more. I forgot what the word I wanted to use. It was self something. Um, you should get more basically prone to it. You know, becoming aware. Like, hey, listen, it's not always gonna be comfortable. Things are gonna get roughed. I might have to foot it. You know, brothers that's having health problems that are most likely having weight problems. Hey, brothers, get control of your weight. You know, get in control of that because guess what? Hey, yeah, the Lord's gonna look out for you. The Lord's gonna have your back. But at the same time, you still have to live within this flesh. So there's certain precautions. There's certain things that you have to do. Uh, 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 there's certain things that you have to do to maintain in order to like if the Lord needed you to walk a mile or two up the street to get to something, and if you 300 400 pounds, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard on you. You know, you gotta come down some weight, man. You know, because it's just gonna make things that much more easier for you. You know, not saying everything is gonna be a cakewalk. But certain things brothers can endure than others. Like me personally, I remember I think I was telling this to the brother, no, Slacker, not the brother, the elder Manatazak, when he had made a visit to Indiana. He had said, I think he was talking to me and my brother, and we was telling the elder, like, yeah, man, we ready, we ready to, we ready for the pilgrimage, we ready to, what's it called? We ready to live in an RV if we have to, and live in the woods, or living off the grid. No, matter of fact, we were telling the elder, like, yeah, we ready to live in an RV. Like, we cool with living in an RV. We don't even need a house, or we don't need this, and we don't need that. We cool with living in an RV and living off the land and fishing and doing all that. And the elder had said, he said, oh, y'all ready for the hell to hit. Y'all ready up. Basically giving us words of encouragement and say, yeah, but that's how you want to be. You want to be You want to be ready like that, you know. You don't want to be too comfortable in your crib, you know. Now. Oh, another thing the apostle has said, man, you want to have moments of solitude, you know. You brothers that drink excessively, you know, hey, you're not always gonna have a bottle, you know, to drink your problems away, or have a bottle to relax with, you know. Scripture talks about being staying sober minded, you know. So you know we should. Hey, there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with getting a drink here and two, you know. But if you overindulging and if you drinking excessively, just trying to escape, then guess what? Hey, you should try to wing your way up out of that. You know, cut back on it a little bit. Everything is in balance, but you know, be in the mindset of like, hey man, it's not. I'm not always gonna have a drink when I'm in the. I'm not always gonna have a drink when I'm out there. When I'm caught out there, I'm not always gonna have a way of an escape. You know. So man, put the bottle down sometimes. Sometimes it, you know, fast from it if you need to. Give yourself a week. If a week is too long, give yourself a day. If a day is too extreme, give yourself a night. Then you know, which we men of the Lord. You know, we Lord willing, we're men of the Lord, man. We should have a strong mental mindset of where anything in this world we should be able to wean ourselves off of within an instant. You know, if you ever feel like you're that fixated on something, man, then you need to really work within yourself to wean yourself off of it. Whether that be food, whether that be a certain activity, you know, whether that be if it's not spiritual, if it's not contributing to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then you should be able to wean yourself off of it. If within a moment's notice, if something happens where you feel like you can't go a day or a couple hours without doing a certain thing or eating a certain thing, then you need to really deal with yourself. All right, and of course, like I said, I'm always talking to myself first and foremost, because there's a few things I have in my back pocket that I need to work on. All right. But as we deal in this truth, man, we should be more sturdy minded and strong minded on the things that we do. You know, if the apostles ever come up and say, "Hey, brothers, hey, listen, we need y'all to stop doing such and such and such," brothers, hey, listen, if you wearing Jordans, we need you to sell your Jordans and get more comfortable shoes, get a different type of shoe. I'm pretty sure the elders ain't gonna say, but if they was to say that, hey, brothers, hey, leave Jordan alone. Get more comfortable shoes. Get boots. Matter of fact, hey, apostle might just up and say, hey, brothers, hey, get you a pair of boots. Wear boots more often. Put the shoes down and wear boots, because boots keeps their longevity in rough times. You're not saying we're gonna be in the wilderness. Jacob's trouble is gonna last for years and years and years, decades or whatever. But boots keeps boots are more sturdy and more how can I say damn, what is the word I'm looking for? More reliable than a pair of Jordans, or than a pair of slides, or flip flops, or a pair of thin cloth Chuck Taylor, not Chuck Taylor. Well, they used to call them Chuck Taylors, but Converses. You don't want to be caught out there with some Converses on, man. Converse, and I like Converses. Converses, I like them, but man, bro, I'd be shitting bricks if I got caught in something with some Converses on, man. Converses is not a good shoe, because it's cloth. Shit, you can step on something can sting you through Converse. Which boots, if you got some really decent, if you invest in some really good boots, man, them boots will have you. I'm talking about some boots that come up to probably like the middle of your shin, past your ankle. Some real good boots can be a lifesaver. They have the support around the ankle, so you can't step somewhere and break your ankle. It comes up all the way to the middle of your shin, so if you step in some mud, or some water that comes past your ankle, your foot can still stay dry. They usually have a hard exterior, so if you stepping on something, shit, really, to be honest, you can kick a motherfucker hard enough. Excuse my French. You can kick an individual hard enough and knock him out with a nice decent pair of boots. You know, you can do some damage with some boots. All right. But yeah, man. Hey, the apostle. Hey, who knows, man? The apostle might come up and say, "Hey, brothers, hey, get rid of your gym shoes and get some boots. Get you a good 3-4 pair of boots and wear boots. Get you wear boots more often. You know." Like again, I'm not saying that the apostles will come up with this. I'm not saying that they're gonna make this decree or whatever. But you never know. You know, all I'm basically the point I'm trying to get is if the apostles or even if the elders of your camp say something, and if you feel like it's moving you a wrong way, or you feel like you got something, oh, I can't do this, or I can't put this down. I love this too much. Then you need to check yourself. You shouldn't be that attached to anything in this world. That's why I love the movie Heat. If you look at this movie Heat, the what is it? Robert De Niro, I believe. I always get it mixed up. Robert De Niro and not Al Capone, Al Pacino. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. I forgot which exactly who played the bad guy. I think it was Robert De Niro. No, I think Robert De Niro played the good guy. Al Pacino played the bad guy. But Al Pacino said, it's been a minute since I watched it. I gotta go back and watch it. But he said, listen, he said, you don't want to get yourself attached to anything in this world that you can't put down less than 5 seconds when you catch the heat around the corner. And he had to live up to those words at the end of the movie. You know, and he was telling himself, man, you don't want to get, anything that you're gonna hesitate at when you catch the heat, when you see something around the corner. If you're gonna hesitate on this thing, then guess what? You don't want to get too attached, and this work ain't for you. You know, and I always equip that to the truth. I never want to get myself too attached and too involved in anything in this world that doesn't have to do with Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, that where hell hits, I can't put down in 5 seconds and dip out. And that comes to relationships too. Whether it's with your kids, whether it's with your woman, whether it's with your parents, a friend, you know. What if you don't have enough time to go back home for your kids or for your woman? What if you don't have the time to make sure your parents are okay? You know, you might be catching hell on all ends, where you gonna have to just send up a prayer to the Lord and let Him deal with it. You know? Yeah, man. But that's all I said, man. I didn't want to make this video too long or just me rambling. I'm just right now. I'm just on my way to Bible study right now. I just want to put down something, something that was on my mind, something that was on my spirit. But like I said, I don't want to keep this video too much longer. So Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying. Like I was watching Apostle Taha today too. He said his lips was faster than his mind, and I catch myself doing that a lot. I stumble over my words because my lips moving faster than my brain can process the words to come out. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it, trying to slow myself down a little bit. But anyways, like Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying to you brothers out there. Until next time, shalom.